Chair recognizes the gentlewoman from Tennessee, Mrs. Blackburn, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I come to the floor today to discuss H.R. 2964, the Clear Law Enforcement for Criminal Alien Removal Act. This is a bill that I have had and have introduced every Congress since 2007. And we have many members of the body, Mr. Chairman, who have joined as co-sponsors of this legislation. What it would do specifically is this. It would ensure that state and local law enforcement officials have the tools necessary to help the federal government deport criminal illegal aliens from the United States. My legislation would require the Department of Homeland Security, when a state or local law enforcement agency arrests an alien and requests DHS to take custody of that alien, to do a few specific things. Number one, they have to take the alien into federal custody and incarceration within 48 hours and request that the state or municipality temporarily incarcerate the alien or transport the alien to federal custody. This would allow them to remove this individual from the country and bar them from coming back. The bill also requires the DHS to train state and local police in enforcement of immigration laws, to reimburse the federal government, to reimburse local and state governments, and to withhold funds from sanctuary cities. Now, we have heard a lot about these issues in the last few days, and one of the problems that we have is the sanctuary cities. And Mr. Chairman, I have for my colleagues a map that was prepared by the Center for Immigration Studies. We now have in this country 200 sanctuary cities. And I'm reading from this map. More than 200 cities, counties, and states across the U.S. are considered sanctuary cities. Now, what happens in these cities is they choose to work around and to circumvent or not to abide by federal law when it comes to immigration policy. That's one of the reasons passing the CLEAR Act is so important, holding them accountable. Also, reading from the map, I find it so interesting that the Department of Justice has never sued or taken any measure, including denying federal funds, against a jurisdiction that is a sanctuary city. On the other hand, we know that the DOJ actually sued the state of Arizona for trying to strengthen its immigration laws. So I would come to the floor today as we talk about dealing with the criminal illegal alien population and highlighting H.R. 2964. I would ask my colleagues, what does your vote record say about your actions? Are you strengthening federal law and abiding by federal law? Or do those actions strengthen sanctuary cities? Do they provide more accountability? Is that what you're providing through your vote actions? Or is it something that allows a violation of federal law to continue? I think it is imperative that we address the issue of criminal illegal aliens. We address the issue of sanctuary cities. And Mr. Chairman, I think that it is imperative that we move forward with passage of the CLEAR Act by this body. It's a simple bill. I encourage my colleagues to read it. It's 21 pages, and you will find in there that it addresses these issues that are front and foremost in our minds this day, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman yields back the chair.